This conference will now be recorded.
So I received a testimonial from one of my previous trainee. Like she joined the training in somewhere around September, October, and it's almost 1 month done for her. You can see going to complete 1 month in new job. She got a job in ENY. You remember I told, I guess there's one lady who got job in ENY. Anyone you remember in this batch or somewhere? So this is a lady who, like, it's almost 1 month, and you see here, she apart from ENY, she has two offer. I got two offer letters in my hand and waiting for another two offer letters. So I always keep telling you, right? You'll have more than two offer letters in hand. For sure, you'll be having more than two offer letters. For sure, right? So this lady is having almost five offers. So she done HANA, she done SD. So somewhere around October, November, I guess she joined. And 1 month, maybe in the February or January, she got the job. Just hardly 4 months or 5 months, right? So such a good offer. So ENY is a very good company, and she has almost another four offers lined up. If you and she is with fake experience. She is not working anywhere else. So she's fake experience. So she can come out of ENY and join any company whichever offers good package, because the same document should be submitting in other companies as well, right? So be prepared. So it will take hardly a month or 1.5 months. That's it, to get placed with good package. And always you'll be having 2 to 3 offer letters in hand. Choose wisely which offer you would be going for. Okay. So don't tempt for some packages sometimes, and don't tempt for companies also. Okay. Balance both. Okay. So good company, good package. Because some nowadays there are lots of startup companies are coming, but like they cannot sustain the projects. Actually, that's a big issue with the startup companies. So if you are getting a good opportunity in startup, saying that you will pay high these variables and these all things, no, please stay away from the startups. So a lot of startups has been failed after 6 months or 1 year. So initially there are investors, they're pumping money, so they're paying salaries even though they don't have project. But later, after 1 year, they are not paying well, right? So try to be with some good company, even though they offer a little less package, not less package, little less package. Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead. I hope this will boost your confidence once again now, right? So let's go ahead. So today we'll be discussing our Vivo V8. Let us finish off Vivo V8 today. And Nilesh, can you hear me? Nilesh present. Nilesh from previous batch. Can you hear me, Nilesh? Cannot. Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead with OR and the details. So we have finished these things, right? We have finished up to probability in the last session. Okay, the next is, okay, we finished check division. Okay, read info record. Info record is nothing but a CMIR, customer material info record. That means whether you want to read the info record at the header level or not. That means you want to get what is info record? Business data, right? So whether you want to read info records, okay, sorry, not business data, info record, CMIR, whether you want to read the CMIR at the header level or not, that is controlled by this field. You ignore it, CMIR data will not be considered into the sales order. The next is check purchase order number. Check purchase order number. Let's say user one is creating an order. Okay, at 8 a.m. user one has come to office, and he is seeing a purchase order on his table, so he's created an order with reference to this purchase order for X material 100 quantity. So at 2 p.m. user 2 has come to the office, and he's also seeing the same purchase order lying on his table. So he has created one more order for X material 100 quantity. Is it correct? Anyone? Is it correct to do like this? That means creating two orders with one purchase order,
No, it will be twice of the order.
right? So customer asked for X material 100 quantity, but we have created 100 material 200 quantity, right? See, system will not stop you, because you can create any number of orders with a single purchase order, but system will give a warning here saying whenever you are trying to create a second order with the same purchase order, system will give a warning saying that there is already an order existing with reference to this purchase order. Would you like to create one more? Okay. You can ignore that message and you can create. System will not stop you. So if you see here, so check whether the purchase order number already existed. That means whether an already order has been created with this purchase order or not. That's it. Or else no check. That's only check or no check. But system will not stop you. You can create any number. Then next is enter PO number. Enter PO number. So in a sales order, we have a field called as PO number, right? Now this field name has been changed in the S/4HANA in the VA01. So you see this field, the PO number in the S/4HANA, this name has been changed to PO2, customer reference number and date, reference date. Because see, earlier it used to be only purchase order through which you need to get the confirmation from the customer. But now I can even place orders through WhatsApp, right? Or I can text an SMS saying that I need this material. So you don't know from where exactly you'd be getting a order from the customer. So there is no relevant calling, still it as a purchase order, right? Many orders we create without a purchase order, right? So in S/4HANA, they changed this terminology saying that customer reference number. It can be PO or whatever it is, right? See, this number is a mandatory. When you create an order, this number is in our training system. This is deactivated because it will stop us. If in any case, if in your project, if this PO number field is mandatory, but customer has placed an order on phone. When he placed an order on phone, there is no purchase order, right? That means there is no purchase order number, but this field is mandatory for you. So how do you proceed then? That is, whenever you activate this PO number, enter PO number, what happens is, so you create a sales order and save it, right? The same sales order number will be copied into this field. Whatever the sales order number, if sales order number is 12345, your PO number also will be copied as same 12345. So this field is not blank anymore, right? So you can save and proceed. So that is what this functionality of enter PO number. Then next is commitment date. So if I create this order, see, if I go for schedule line item, schedule line, and what data you are seeing in schedule line, what fields you are seeing, these are the fields you are seeing, right? So from here at least, we have confirmed quantity, we have delivery block, delivered quantity, purchase requisition, right? So these are the data you are seeing here. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll maintain commitment date as B. Save it. So just see these fields once again: confirmed quantities, schedule line, the sales unit, delivery block, delivered quantity, and these are things. So I'll create this order once again. Okay, so let me go to the schedule line. Do you see anything difference here now? Anyone? Any difference in the screen? Any new field or something?
Yes, this new column, committed quantity.
Committed quantity.
Yeah, this was not there earlier, committed quantity. But when you maintained this particular field, commitment date, in the controls, you are seeing a new field called as committed quantity. So what is this committed quantity? System will give first preference in delivering the orders which have committed quantity. You cannot change this, right? You already committed, you cannot cancel it, right? So system will give first preference in delivering orders which will be having committed quantity, right? So how you want to give the commitment, that you can mention here. So first confirmation date, you confirm it, that's it, it frees, you cannot change that, right? Or consider agreed delivery time only. You have a couple of options here. Then next is credit, check credit limit.
Praveen,
This is very important. Yeah.
there was this field where we used to do, as you told, delivery priority in customer master.
Okay.
So in comparison to that configuration, how will this configuration work?
No, that field does not have any relation with this particular commitment quantity. Okay. So commitment quantity is for the sorry, confirm, what is that other field? The delivery priority. Delivery priority is for back orders. Okay. So whatever the order is having a committed date, you cannot process back orders. Okay. Because you cannot cancel the quantities. Back order means you should be able to cancel and reconfirm it. But for the orders which is having confirmed quantity, that means for any document type, if you are having committed quantity, you cannot process back orders for that particular document. Okay.
Okay, it is. That means to say, if there is something called higher priority in delivery priority, it is higher than that too.
Yes. Committed quantity is higher than that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. So the next is credit management. See, credit management has a huge business impact in the S4 HANA, a completely different. That means in the ECC, credit management is under SD module with the SD-FI integration. But coming to S4 HANA, credit management has been removed from SD-FI integration, and now it is part of FSCM module, Financial Supply Chain Management. So you have integration between FSCM and SD now on the FSCM and FI in the S4 HANA. Okay, but still we are in the ECC, so let us discuss this particular credit management. As you know, in business we give some credit to the customers so that they can utilize some credit without paying them upfront money, right? So we have two types of credit management. One is simple credit check and one is automatic credit check. Simple credit check is no more available in the S4 HANA. It's been completely removed. Only automatic credit check is available. Page number. No simple credit check. Completely it is removed and only automatic credit check is available. Why? Because in the ECC itself, many customers are not using simple credit check. Okay. Majority of the customers in the ECC itself are using automatic because of some limitations in the simple credit check. So there is no purpose again taking it to the S4 HANA. SAP has completely scrapped the simple credit check. So what is the difference between simple credit check and automatic credit check? That is, simple credit check will block orders when the credit limit exceeds. That means we can block at the order level. Automatic credit check will help us to block at three levels: order, delivery, and PGA. At three levels, it will help us to block. In simple credit check, we cannot categorize customers into risk categories. That means high risk, medium risk, low risk. We cannot categorize it in simple credit check. But in automatic credit check, we can categorize customers into high risk, medium risk, and low risk. If he is a high risk customer, block at order level itself. If a medium risk customer, block at delivery. If a low risk customer, okay, create an order, create a delivery, but don't do the PGA, right? So this functionality was not there in the simple credit check. So with these limitations, many customers don't prefer simple credit check, and now it's completely removed in the S4 HANA. Only automatic credit check is available. That too under the FSCM SD integration. And the last is in simple credit check, system considers only receivables. Receivable means you raise the invoice to the customer, but he has not paid yet. Only that amount system will consider. But in the automatic credit check, system considers open orders, open deliveries, open invoices, and open items. Everything system will include into the credit management. So more about this we'll discuss anyway at the time of credit management concept. But as of now, you just know that there are two these things. Usually credit management is maintained at the header level. So here you tell system D means automatic credit check. ABC means simple credit check. Run simple. D means automatic. So you maintain D. But if I maintain D, that is simple automatic credit check, we have three options, right? Order level, delivery level, or PGA level. Where do you tell system that at which level you want to block? That we maintain in the credit group. In the credit group, we maintain it. 01, 02, 03. Maintain sales order level, delivery level, or goods issue level. We tell that here. Okay. That is credit limit and credit group. Then next, screen sequence group. See, if I go to a sales order, this is how the screens, fields, everything is looking, right? This is how the screens and fields, everything is looking if I go for a sales order. But if I go for a quotation, VA21, and it is QT, the screens are looking something different here. Some fields, if I go for contract, you will see target quantity. What is T code for contract? VA41.
VS21.
If I go to quality contract, you see quantity contract, it shows target quantity. So how system is showing this different screen layout with each transaction that is controlled by this field called a screen sequence group. This is sales order, that means AU. If I go to quotation and inquiry, you have the same screen sequence group, quotation and inquiry, AG, contracts, LP, credit memo, G2, GA. Right, so this is how system is showing the different screens, wheels, layout, how system is showing the different screens and layouts with the screen sequence group. Okay, then next incompletion I already shown you, right? This is where right it updates that VA51 the transaction where we assign incompletion procedure to the sales order, that gets updated here. So if you want to see where exactly it happened, so SPRO, sales and distribution, the basic functions, log of incompleteness, define incompletion procedures, assign, I'll go for assign procedure to sales document type. So it says I'm already in that screen, right? If I go for OR, what is assigned to OR? 11. Here we assign it, right? The same thing is getting updated into a sales document type here, right? So with this incompletion log configuration, this particular 11 is coming here. Then next is, see what is the transaction to create a quotation? Anyone?
VA21.
And what is for sales order?
VA01.
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 0.
Okay. So let me create a sales order slash and VA01. You see, process the sales document type OR with VA21, but not VA01. Why? Because so with what transaction we should access this particular T code that is controlled here. Okay. You see, transaction group earlier it is 0. 0 means sales order, but I changed sales order to 2. 2 means quotation. So now this OR should be processed with a T code for quotation, that is VA21. So 2 means VA21, 0 means VA01. Like that, already transaction group has been assigned to that particular T code. So this controls that you should process the transaction only with this T code. That's the reason when I go here and try to create with VA01, system is telling that you should transact this document type only with VA21, because here we assigned it as 2, right? So this controls with which T code you access this particular transaction. Well, the next is document pricing procedure. You remember we have discussed a similar field like this called as customer pricing procedure. Anyone? Where we have discussed this?
Customer master.
What is the functionality of that? What is the functionality of that?
It's a parameter to determine pricing procedure in sales document.
It's one of the parameters to determine pricing procedure into sales document. Even document pricing procedure also is the same functionality. It is one of the parameters which will help us to determine pricing procedure into the sales document. Same functionality. Okay. So as of now definition, but when you come to the pricing concept, you will know a little more detail about that. The next is status profile. So status profile is like an order release mechanism. I told you, right, in the last session or sometime, you create a credit memo. You cannot issue credit memo immediately. So once your user creates a credit memo, that will be blocked, billing block, and send an email to the higher authority who is responsible and to authorize it. Then he go to VS0 to change mode and check everything, and then he'll release it, right? How do you configure this authorization? That you can do in the status profile. So I'll give you a document of complete status profile configuration. You can just go through that. So there it should be. And do it. Batch management, automatic packing. Status profile, right? Here we have that configuration, so you can just go through this and do the configuration and check how status profile will be working. I haven't shared this document yet. I'll share in the last, so at that time you can work on the status profile. But definition of status profile is like it's one of the it's order release mechanism. It's the order release mechanism which will help us to. If you want, I'll do one thing. I'll share this document so you can start working on this configurations of other concepts as well. So status profile is the order release mechanism which will help us to release the orders. Okay. Then next, alternative sales document type 1 and document type 2. Yeah, this concept is, I never tried it, but I'll tell you the functionality of this concept. And recently in the morning batch, one lady faced this question in the interview. They did not ask about these fields, but they have given a scenario. For that scenario, we can give a solution with this particular two fields. Let's say we discussed that for all the dealers, we would be creating an order with OR document type. And for all government customers, we'll create a order with a ZOR type, right? This is how we would be doing. What if a user has created government order with OR? Later, if you notice what you will do, you need to cancel this document. Again, you need to create one more sales order, right? It's a time consuming. What if you can swap the data, everything from here to this document? How can you swap or switch between the documents? That is with alternative sales document type 1, type 2. But for this to work, the number ranges of both the document types should be same. This functionality will work only when the number ranges of both the documents are same. Okay, that's a functionality. I never tried it, so I don't know how exactly it will work. But the functionality is it will help us to switch or swap the data between one document type to other document type. Yeah, variant. Variant is important in the interviews. Also, they'll ask this question: what is the T code for variant? And did you work on any variant in the project? So, in the customer master, I want a field to be mandatory. How do I control that? How do I control in customer master if I want some field to be mandatory or optional or imaginary?
Account group.
Account group.
Account group, right? Sales order. Okay, sales order. I'm not giving this field. Enter. Now, this is, let me log in. VS01. So I'm not mentioning the first field, I'm just giving only sales area. System's throwing an error. So coming to the sales order, where you control this, which field to be mandatory, which should be optional, or I don't want to see this particular field, sales office, sales group. I never enter this in my business. Then why I should give extra two fields? I want to completely remove these fields. So for customer master, it is account groups where you are controlling this all things, right? For sales order, it is variants. Vivo V8. var. There are two variants, screen variants and transaction variants. For both, the T code is same. The T code is SHD0. The T code is important in the interview. They'll ask you what is the T code for a variant. SHD0 is the variant. So let me create some variant. So I want to create VS01. I'll go to create, okay, change at least. This is always a, okay, just a moment. VS01. Yeah, only screen variant. Okay, enter. Right. So if I'm going through VS01, what is the first screen? System will show me this screen, right? In this screen, which is the mandatory field, this is the mandatory field, right? So where it is controlled. So now system is showing me this is variant screen. It is not a sales order screen. This is a variant screen. What, even though it shows VS01, it shows these fields. It is a variant screen. I came here through SHD0. So if I press enter once again, system will take me to the variant. Okay, no, it should not ask. Yeah, so it has taken me to the variant. You see, it has not taken me to order creation screen. This has taken me to a variant screen. Now here you can control sales organization. Is it mandatory? Yeah, here you can see sales organization, distribution channel, division, sales office, sales group, sales group. So here you can control on the right side whether it is invisible, output only, or required, mandatory, right? That you can control with this variant. So first screen is done. So usually what we do is we give some name of the variant here. Let's say it is demo variant, demo underscore variant, some name. The same name you should assign in the document type here. Then whenever you try to create an order with this document type, system will kick in this particular variant and it is controlled, saying that which field to show, which field not to show, what is should be the screens, everything that is controlled by the variant. So once I mention these things and say okay, you see now system has taken me to order creation screen. But if I press enter now, it will again take me to this particular screen variant. You see, sales, sales, item overview, item overview. That means, see, my customer is telling that I don't want to show this much data to my users. Why I should show this all things? Please suppress it. So here you can suppress. If you double click, you can also go into the sales and control each field level of the sales, right? So this is how you can control the screens with the screen variant. So if you once you decide this and press enter, then again system will ask you, okay, it's asking for the name, so some name randomly, so entered. Now it will take you to the field level, PO date, PO number. You see on the top here, PO number, PO date. So field level you can control now, right? So this is a variant. So I'll give you one document on variant SHD0. There are 14 points. For interview purpose, be perfect with that particular SH. Yeah, you'll get this. So for interview purpose, be perfect with these 14 points. You will clear interview. And this is the same thing you work. You create you go to SHD0, mention the transaction. In the screens, you separate what is screen variant, what is transaction variant, what is a variant transaction. So these all things. Just be perfect with these 14 bullet points, right? So that is variant. So you assign here, and next time whenever you're creating an order, that variant will be kicked up. The next is display range. Display range. That means how you want to show the items in a sales order. That means if it is a BOM item, let's say you have a computer for which you have components, CPU, mouse, keyboard, right? Monitor. Whether you want to show only main item or Would you like to also show the components also in the sales order? That is control here. UAL means main item plus components. There is one more option, UHAU. That means show only main item. Just show computer, don't show the components. UHAU, show only main item, don't show components. Then next, function code for overview screen. This F code means function code for overview screen. Function code for overview screen. Okay, so when I'm landing into this particular sales order screen, what is the first tab system is showing? By default called as sales, right? But I don't want to see this. Customer is telling that I want to see ordering party. When I land into the sales order screen, I don't want to see sales. We want it to be ordering party. Can you everyone see my screen well? It's refreshing. Can someone tell me? Shashank, is it okay now, Shashank?
Yeah, it's okay now.
It's okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So when we come to a sales order, we see by default this sales tab here, right? But user is telling I don't want sales, I want ordering party or item overview, something else, not sales or item overview tomorrow. Again, after day after tomorrow, I don't want this ordering, but anything it can be. So where do you control? That means while default, whenever you land to the sales order screen, what should be shown? Where do you control that? You control here in the function code for overview screen. UER1 means sales. Okay, there are other options. I'll go to UER2, item overview. Save it. Now, if I create a sales order, you see, system is showing item overview. It's not showing sales, right? So, what to show by default when you land into the sales order screen? That is controlled by this field called as the function code for overview screen. Okay. Then all the messages from top to bottom, quotation messages, outline messages, contract messages, product attribute messages, incomplete messages. Purpose is same. If it is deviating from standard, how system should respond? Warning or error or no message. How system should respond for this? It is top to bottom the same purpose. The next is delivery type. That means if I'm creating a delivery with reference to a standard sales order, what is the delivery type? This is the delivery type. This should be the delivery type, or else you have this everything in the document. You can see if it is an OR, what is standard delivery type? LF. Cash sales, BV. RE, LR. Returns means LR, right? So with what document you should process the delivery? If you are processing with the reference to some document preceding, that is controlled here. It is standard sales order OR. That's the reason you are seeing here LF. If I go to cash sales, you will see BV. Returns RE, you will see LR. Returns LR. So what should be the document type, delivery document type to process this sales order? That is controlled here. Cash sales. What is the specialty of cash sales? Anyone?
Counter
Del-
sales.
It's
What is the
Delivery
specialty?
is automatically created.
Right? Delivery is automatically triggered for cash sales. So where is that control? That control is here. Shipping condition 10, immediate. Shipping condition 10, immediate delivery X. This is the control where system is allowing cash sales rush order to have a delivery immediately automatically in the background. The next, billing document types. So if it is OR, standard billing document type, that is F2. So again, you can see in the same image here, OR means F2, quotation means F5, cash sales means BV, written order RE, RE. Right? So where it is controlled that this should be the billing document type. If this is the sales order type, then it is controlled here. You see, you have again delivery related billing, order related billing. Can you tell me two scenarios which is order related billing?
Third party scenario.
No, credit and debit memo.
more debit.
Yeah. The third party scenario is correct. It's order related billing, and credit and debit memo is also right. These are the different scenarios where you create billing with reference to order, not delivery, right? So you have both order and delivery. So if I go to cash sales, it is BV. If I go to credit memo, then it is G2, credit memo, right? So order type, this particular billing type controls that with reference what is the billing type and which you can process with this particular reference to sales order, that is controlled here. And you remember billing block 08, this is where we maintain it. That means if I create a credit memo, by default it is showing 08 credit memo billing block, right? Here where you mentioned it, right? Intercompany billing type is IV. Let me go to standard OR. This anyway we'll discuss later again. Intercompany billing type IV. There is no payment guarantee procedures now. It has been removed in S/4HANA. Another is billing plan type. This is important. This is really important in the real time also. For this also, I'll show you a complete document of configuration. Please go through that. So billing plan type is you can maintain at the header or item. Billing plan type is two types. One is periodic billing. One is milestone billing. Milestone billing and periodic billing. You have two billing plan types. So periodic billing means which happens more than once in a same interval. Your EMI. What's your EMI? Same amount on the same day triggers every month, right? That is periodic billing. Milestone billing means certain activity has to be fulfilled, then only you can bill, right? Infrastructure projects. Okay. So depending upon the business, they will be going for this, whether periodic or milestone. For this, I recommend you to go through Capgemini documents. You have a complete billing plans and down payments document. Go to this. So you have a clear explanation and details of this billing plan types and both periodic and milestone, what it is exactly. Go through this. Don't ignore billing plan types. It's very important. Go through this. You have complete explanation, configuration, everything here. Go through this. If you need anything more also later, let me know. I can show you on, I can share you something on this. Okay. But don't ignore this billing plan types. And I want you to mention this in the resume. Mention worked on billing plan types. I may tell, I may forget later, but remember, mention in the resume also worked on billing plan types. Okay, that gives a very good impact. Right, and yeah, that's it. The lead time in days. What is lead time? Anyone? What do you mean by lead time? What is replenishment lead time?
Is
RLT.
it
Preparation
something
of orders.
time?
Number of days taken to get the stock refilled again.
Right. That means that is a waiting time, right? So it will take 2 days for you to get the stock back. Let's say if you maintain RLT 2 days, that means 2 days is the waiting time. So lead time is nothing but waiting time. So system will propose some delivery date basing on the CRDD. So once system is proposing a delivery date basing on CRDD, you are telling system that still again you wait this many days before you do a delivery. Okay. So lead time in days. So you can see the CRDD in a sales order. You see this is the CRDD 2419, but still you are telling system after proposing that particular date lead time in days, consider this also. That means plus 7 days you wait, then only do a delivery. Date type, week, month, or fortnight, how you want to go for. And proposed date and proposed delivery date. System will propose today's date if you mention this as a proposed date. So both proposed delivery date or proposed PO date, you activate this, system will propose today's date as PO date or a delivery date. And the last field is contract profile. Yeah, this question has become popular now in the interviews. They're asking this question. What is contract profile? Where do we maintain it? They're asking the configuration step. Where do we maintain it? So where do we maintain contract profile? Contract profile, we create it here. I'll just prepare another script. Right. So slash and what we are discussing, contract profile, right? Slash and str. So where we create contract profile that is under the sales and distribution. Then sales. Okay, not basic function, sales and distribution, sales, and the sales documents. Then go to contracts, then go to contract data. In the contract data, yeah, here, contract profiles. Here we create, so they are asking this menu path. So can you tell where we configure the contract profile? So where we do it, this is the menu path where we do it. What is contract profile? It tells like what is the contract period, what is from when it start, when it ends. So what is the start date, end date, and what is it, right? 1 year contract. This is what the contract profile. You maintain it here, and then you can put it here. Contract profile 001 1 year contract like this, right? So this is all about the sales document type controls. So as I mentioned in the interview, they don't ask you field by field. They'll ask you the functionalities. Okay, status profile, what is it? Billing plan type, what is it? Okay, they'll suddenly stop you and they'll ask you, so can you tell in your project how you implemented it, right? So the best method to remember this all things, it's not practical possible because this is only one screen. We discussed close to 15 fields or more than 15 fields. Item category, schedule line, delivery, then after billing, then after pricing, continues, right? That means more than some 500 plus fields we will be discussing by end of the training. It's practically not possible for anyone to remember, but it's possible. How? Please take, I sent you the screenshots, right? Please take that screenshots, stand in front of that and practice it. If you could not, just stand in front of it once you are done with your preparation. Okay, check credit limit. If nothing is flashing in your mind, go back and again read it. If you see some field, you should be in a position to know it. What is it? In the interviews, if they ask you, and what are the possible questions they can ask you in the interview, everything should come in your mind. That comes only by practice. When you see the screen more number of times, so do a practice like that. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. Any questions? So
Praveen,
go
Praveen,
ahead.
did you start the new S4HANA class?
Yes, last weekend it started on 16th and 17th.
Can we have recording for that? Because I just want to go through with it and see if I can join at the same time.
Sure. Please send me a test email. I'll send it to you. As a reminder, just send me a test email.
And second thing, for the S4HANA, do we have server access through the same guy?
Yes.
Same guy?
Same. Yes, Nitin provides it. He's
But
giving as a package.
I try to call that number. I mean, I am in US, so
Okay. Text on the WhatsApp just to give my reference, so he'll respond.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Praveen, one question on the documentation. Can I get that PDF documentation link? Because the SAP, I have the HTML we are getting, but is there any way that we can get the PDF manuals?
Which one? I did not get you. This particular document which I'm referring?
The documentation, the standard documentation, SAP documentation. No, this I have it. Like this is your document, but the
What is
standard
the
SAP documentation, like the implementation manual.
config documents you're talking about? This one?
No, this you prepared, no?
I don't understand what is standard documents. Standard
The
documents from SAP is only press books for certification.
yes, I am looking for that.
Okay, you want that? Okay, just sure. So you send me I could not see your name here. It says only caller. So you please send me a test email as a reminder with what your requirement. I can send it to you.
Yes, I actually I sent an email already
With
the
this
couple of weeks back,
requirement.
but I will send it again.
Okay, sure. Your name? I could not see your name here.
Srini Chandupotam.
Srini. Okay, Srini. Sure. Then, so it is for your reference or you want for certification?
No, actually I want to go. Eventually, I want to go for certification.
Okay, because if it's for certification, you don't need to really refer to them. I can share you some premium sets like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is much more than enough for you to crack with more than 60%. And
Oh,
there is no SD certification now. SD certification is stopped. Only S4 HANA is going on.
oh, yes, decertification stopped. Okay.
Yes, yes. There is no SD certification now. Only HANA certification is there. But still in HANA certification, 60% is SD. So you
Oh,
need them. So I can share these things.
sure, sure. And because I want to join eventually S4 HANA class after enough doing the practice with
Okay.
SD.
Sure. See, one thing again, let me repeat. See, you can never put a dot for the practice. So so days, months will pass if you say practice. But have an action plan, put a cutoff date, and by that day, please wind it up.
Yep.
Okay. So if you prolong, so it would be next season, September and October. So as I told you, this lady which I shown this particular uh, testimonial, as I told, she had just enrolled in October, and by December or January she joined S4 HANA, and now she's done. Right. So
Yeah, but
everything
I'm not
do it in
looking for
4 months.
a job, Praveen.
Okay, you're not looking for a job, then okay.
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone is
But
looking for a job, don't prolong it. Do everything within 4 months. Okay.
Sir, Pranay.
Yeah, Pranay.
Yeah, sir. One question is that when we are going to customer master and material master, some questions are there, sir. Almost 80% we are getting, but 20% the answers we are not getting, sir. Any clue for that?
Just tell me, I'll answer for that. I told you
Uh,
already, right? If you could not answer, tell me, I will give you the answers.
okay, okay. So I will make a list and text you like
Sure.
that.
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
make a list or you can ask me in the next session, so it will be useful for everyone.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Praveen,
Yeah, sure.
Praveen, you yesterday told me for if I like to create a sales document for a particular distribution channel,
Hmm.
how to do
Okay.
that?
So create a document type, and there is a transaction where you need to assign that particular document type to your sales area. Okay, OVAZ or something. There is a transaction. Okay, just a moment. I'll show you. It's not working. Slash STRO. I don't remember the transaction. It is OVAZ or OVZA something. Go to sales and distribution, and again sales documents, and sales document header, and the last one, assign sales area to sales document type. So here you need to do it. So you see combined distribution channel. So this one, assign sales order to sales area. Whatever is your distribution uh, channel, okay, to that particular you assign it here. Then only system will permit to create order for that particular sales area with this document type. If not, it will not allow you. By this time, you should get this error. That means you have not started practice. This is the first error you will face if you
No, no,
start
no.
practice.
Actually, I have started and I did it. There in error documents, you have the configuration,
Okay.
but I exactly
Yes.
didn't know conceptually that this is for
Okay.
this.
Okay. So if
And
division,
one,
okay, distribution channel, you are saying that it should be a dealer. Okay. Assign this document type only for that particular sales area where you have dealer distribution channel. So system will allow you to create an order with respect to that sales area only. Okay. Yeah.
okay, okay. And one more thing, Praveen. I am not completely getting the concept of this common distribution channel and common division there where we assign this reference for condition types and all that.
Hmm.
Uh,
That
quite
that
problematic for me, actually, it is.
Okay, that concept anyway has been obsolete actually. Our IDA systems are old systems, not updated, so that's the reason you are seeing. Just ignore it. Don't worry about that common division, common distribution.
Okay. So I should not actually. Okay, thank you.
Don't worry. If you understand, it's fine. If not, ignore it because it has been removed.
Common. Okay, this configuration, common distribution channel and
Yes,
division,
yes,
VOR1 and R2 is removed.
yes. Is removed. Distribution channel is removed very long back. Division also is removed nowadays. Okay.
And Praveen, today this variant concept, transaction and screen variant. What is difference between transaction variant and screen variant?
So your your ABAPer will create Z transactions, right? So with which Z transaction this transaction should be accessed, that there the relation can be given, and with the screen variant you can control in the screen what fields to be shown. If you want to add a new field, you can add it. That means you cannot do that. That is technical job. They can add a new field and give rights, whether it is a mandatory or whatever it is.
What is Z transaction?
A new T code. Z we discussed, right? VA01. Instead of that, you can create ZA01. But ZA01 you should assign again to document type, right? So that Z transaction will be assigned to document type and given the permission to create with only particular that transaction. Okay. Go through the video and go through the document, whatever I'm sharing with you, then you will get an idea.
Okay, share this document on variant today, Praveen. I will go to that.
Sure, definitely.
And video too, please, today itself. Thank you.
I'll upload it. Okay. So see you all and catch up on Monday, everyone. So good day. Bye-bye.
Praveen,
Yeah.
I cannot open up the class 17, day before yesterday's video. Can you resend it, please?
Let me check. If it's not working, I'll re-upload it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.